Hello, it is day 15 of the Diamine Inkvent calendar, and I'm still Simone. And let's find day 15 right here. Walnut. Brown inks. Brown inks are interesting to me. I never liked them, or I thought I don't like them. And then when I used them, I'm like, this is weird. I actually kind of like them better than I thought. It's a standard, so let's see. We have seen, though, I think like the Weeping Willow showed some really, it said standard, but it was definitely some interesting kind of shading and dual coloration and stuff coming through. So let's see how this walnut is gonna behave. So let's start with my dip pen here. So let's look at this. Ooh, this is always so exciting. This is the problem. I love trying new inks, but then I have so many ink samples and I have not used that many, anyways, but let's have joy. Walnut. Yep, definitely as expected, a brown, as advertised by the name, walnut. So the first glance looks just like a brown. Oh, let's see. Let's see if this is going to turn into something a little bit more exciting. I don't know. How do you all feel about brown inks? It is a nice brown. It's a very chocolatey brown, but it might dry into more of a, I don't know. We'll see if it has some green undertones or anything else kind of more interesting. But let's see. And then next thing, let's look at this with our little plastic bag method here. I think that's always quite revealing to see kind of like the shading and what else is going to kind of appear with different inks. So let's give this a go. And let's do it just like this. Do some nice little patterns. There we go. Ooh, cool. Sorry, it's kind of fun to do. It is fun to do. We put a little bit more in the middle here. Perfect, that's it. So yeah, it is brown. There might be some actually really nice shading coming through, but it is brown. It's very brown. Again, this one might be surprising. I might actually like it more when it's in a pen. Brown inks have surprised me in the past, where I was like, yeah, I'm not sure. And then I wrote with it and I was like, that's actually kind of fun. But let's look how this feels on here. Yeah. Oh, we kind of messed this up. It's all good. I just kind of like sometimes to have the shading come through here, but it's all good. So let's have this dry. And now the question is, what pen to use with this brown ink? So my first instinct here is that I'm not sure how excited I will be to use this one for longer writing sessions. I feel like right now I'm craving some kind of more fun stuff. So it's flowing quite nicely. Yeah, I don't know. What could we use? What could I use with brown? Brown. You know what? This is going to be an interesting one. And I should look up the proper name. This is a Twisby that I actually don't see very often. It's, oh God, it's like gunmetal, I think it's called. And it is a medium nib, and it's similar to other, same as other Twisbies. It's also a piston filler. It is metal. It has kind of a nice weight. You can I thought you could. Maybe I'm just doing this wrong. Yeah, you can definitely, that's kind of awkward though. You could do this, but that feels really weird, and now it's kind of stuck. So maybe let's not do that. I like the cold metal in my hand, but when I wrote with it, I didn't like it as much as some of my other Twisbies. But I think this might actually be a really good one to try with this ink. And again, right, sometimes with, this was like one of my biggest learning experiences, was that so much depends on the pen ink paper combination. So I definitely have had like pens that I didn't like that much. And then when I put them in a different pen, I was like, oh, now it's a very, very different experience. So let's see if I can do this. Somehow I'm confused myself here in terms of which direction I am actually turning. I don't think I can see any ink coming in. Why is there no ink going in? Is it one of those days again where I'm like, why is it not going? This is so weird. I think sometimes I'm too fast. I have to slow down. But I can't see. Well, I'm gonna figure this out, but before I all bore you, there's nothing in here. But before I bore you with this, let's just write with it, with the tip being dipped, and see how that feels on our Stalogy paper. Today is December, let's see, December 15th, so that seems to work quite well on this paper, so I don't see any issues. Again, I just dipped it. It doesn't seem to want to actually kind of like fill the piston. I will figure this out. Yeah, it's brown. But brown, yeah. How are y'all feeling about brown inks while I'm dipping my Stalogy little notebook in the thingy here? Sun is shining. That I definitely will go out and just stand in the sun for a few minutes. That I finally went to the gym. I don't know, is that gratitude for myself? That's probably gratitude to myself. And can't think of anything. I cannot think of anything. I am definitely going to be like living in a safe space. Yeah, that is something I'm very grateful for. So yeah, I am curious. Not my favorite right out of the box, but I'm curious to hear what you think. And so maybe what I forgot to do while I'm trying to find my cover here is, let me show that to you again. So there is definitely seems to be some green shading coming through here. You can kind of see it like here at the edges. You can see some green shading coming through. You can also see it on here. There's definitely some green shading coming through. And then here is writing on the Tomoe River paper. Yeah, it's just not blowing me away. Not gonna lie, not blowing me away. And then this is the writing on the Stalogy paper. So here you have it, day 15, walnut. Have a good day.